I'd forgotten to do record there, so we're now recording. So I'll say hello again. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you all. So how is do you mind if we go round and see how everybody is getting on with their bandanas? Everybody's muted at the moment, but if we go in turn as I can see you, you'll just need to unmute and then you can tell me how you're getting on. So I think is it Suzanne? Susan Matthews? It's Susan, isn't it? Just need you to unmute, Susan. Yeah, you still
there. It is Suzanne.
Suzanne, sorry.
Yes, thank you for asking. I'm doing well. It's just that when you look, all of your things look so nice and neat. My yarns just look like they're in a complete tangle. I don't know if I'm the only one. No, I mean not. I'm not on the knitting itself. It's while I'm knitting it. It's just where the yarns are.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. Intarsia is a very untidy technique. And one of the things you sort of have to let go of a little bit with Intarsia is that need to keep everything tidy as you're working. I quite often end up with an absolute, I've actually got a tangle. I'll just show you now if it makes you feel any better. I have got a real tangle going on.
Oh, I feel much better. Yes, because mine often do that and I don't, but it's going well. It's very slow, but I don't think that matters.
It really doesn't. Have you got it with you? Are you working on
it now? I do.
That's how far I am. Yeah. Well, I think you're pretty much exact. I think we might be at the. Oh no, you're just on the red, aren't you? Yeah. So I
just started the gold, the next gold.
Yeah. So you are.
Darker gold. I just started that.
There, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And how are you finding it to do? Are you okay?
I am okay. Just very slow.
Yeah.
Not nearly so fast as you.
Oh well, yeah, but don't get. I've also knitted this one before as well, so I think things always get quicker when you've knitted them more than once, don't they?
Yes, and thank you for asking. It's going well, just very slow.
That is absolutely fine. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it, though. That's great.
I am very much.
Good.
Yes, and I'm learning new things, and so that's wonderful.
Well, that's good. Have you done any Intarsia before?
Just a little bit, a long, long time ago, but not any. And that was just with 2 colors.
So. Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we do sort of, as I mentioned on the YouTubes, I am sort of breaking us in quite gently.
And it's appreciated.
We do have a section on the decreasing half of the bandana where we sort of have the Atlas Mountain range, and that does I think we will have 6 little balls of wool, but only for a very short time. But it does just increase just for a little bit, just to give you a bit of a challenge. But by then you should be very comfortable with the technique as a whole, so it should hopefully be less problematic.
Thank you.
No problem. So thank you, Susanna. Thank you for sharing. So the next person, as I'm looking at it, is Lisa. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? Oh, no, you just need to unmute. Sorry.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, very well. It's a holiday here in the States. It's a Veterans Day, so I've just been sitting and knitting. So I'm halfway through.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, yeah, do that. Yeah. I don't know how well the camera is going to show it, but so as Susie, it's a lot of not tangled right now, but lots of little balls and tangled, and I keep pulling them up next to me.
Yeah.
So I haven't done Intarsia, so it's a new technique for me.
Well, you're doing very, very well. Yeah. I mean, people have different approaches. Some people sort of untangle every row. Some people, one of them, leave it to get into a bit of a mess. And then once you feel that you can't put up with it anymore, then you stop and have a bit of a tidy up.
That's me. Or it falls on the ground and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good time to stop and see what I can untangle.
Either way, it doesn't really matter that much, at the end of the day, as long as you can keep knitting. I mean, one of the things I used to find, I did used to use the bobbin type things when I was doing sweaters, and I would keep going till the bobbins were literally touching the back of the work, and you couldn't get another inch of yarn off them without stopping. So, and they would all just be one big massive sort of mass at the back of the knitting. But this is relatively, you know, simple in comparison. I really don't think you need bobbins really for this one, because you're never using any of the yarns that much or with that many others really. But you're doing fantastic. So you'll be decreasing very shortly
Very
then.
shortly. Yes, I see those knit 3 together.
Yes. Well, I'll do tomorrow. I'll do a little tutorial that I'll put on YouTube demonstrating it, just so that you can see how I do it. But it's it's a straightforward. It's purely really because you've still got the yarn over on the decrease side. You've got to be able to decrease. You've got to decrease 2 rather than 1.
Just one, yeah.
Otherwise, you won't get the slope. So. Yeah, that's why it's there. Feels a bit annoying, but that's why it's there. But yeah, so you're doing okay then? No question, nothing to worry about.
Nope, doing okay. So it's a fun experience, a good way to start, and really fun to feel like we're doing it all together with Charlie. So
yeah,
great.
exactly. I mean, I think there's quite a I think we have got around 130 people all knitting at the same time, which is quite amazing, really. You know, so to think that we're all sort of knitting and supporting Charlie is fantastic. I know she really struggled to believe it before she went away, that so many people were involved. So yeah, it's fabulous. Right, so if I let's ask Lizzie next. How are you getting on, Lizzie? Because you're knitting now.
Hello.
Hi.
So I have got
Oh, wow.
long, and I too am in a bit of a tangle.
Lizzie sent me a message a little earlier today saying she remembered why she didn't do Intarsia, because she gets in a big knot.
Yeah, but I had the added complication of my dog decided to sit on top of the balls of yarn, and then another one of my dogs was on top of the bandana that I was knitting, so I couldn't move.
So it was a bandana with dog.
It was indeed, yeah.
But you've done loads, actually.
Yeah, I have to say, I really love this new yarn, this baby soft yarn. It's really soft against the skin.
Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? You are the first people to get to try this new base, actually. So we haven't brought it out as yet, other than in the bandana, and it's going to be called our Bloom Baby, because it's super soft and suitable for baby knits, because it can go in the washing machine. And yeah, it's really, really nice, isn't it? It's really good for this sort of thing that's going to be right next to the skin. And somewhere where as well you do get, we're all very, very sensitive here, aren't we? So it's a tricky area to dress sometimes. But yeah, when you said you were struggling, I thought you were going to have hardly anything on your needles. That's amazing.
I was just getting in a big tangle.
But yeah, you're doing great. Well done. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. So, well done. Yeah. Well, let's move down the line. Susie, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Just take your mute off. Take your mute off, Susie.
There we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed. I'm sort of behind.
No, you're not.
Yeah. I've done a little bit of Intarsia with Jackdaw, so obviously this is a little scary. And for some reason I can't get the YouTube, so I haven't been able to see the technique thing, but I sort of know how to join them. Hopefully I'll get to join the first one tonight. And we'll see how it goes, you know.
So are you nearly at the point where you'd be joining in the pink?
I think I still have like 10 or I'm not up to 54 yet, so I have to count. I'm probably like 35 stitches or something. So yeah, I should do it today, but we were involved with something other than knitting, so I didn't really get started on this on Saturday. We're sort of adopting a puppy, so
Oh, well.
we haven't gotten her yet. She's too little, but we've been visiting.
Oh,
So anyhow, knitting's been, you know, slow.
yeah. Well, I think that's,
Yeah,
there's no pressure, you know,
right,
people know
right.
whatever speed works for them. It doesn't matter if it isn't completed when Charlie finishes her
Yeah,
walk.
no, it will get done. And, you know, I like the yarn a lot.
Good,
It's
thank
very,
you.
like you said, it's very soft and I like the weight of it. Whoops. Yeah, so looking forward to getting it a little bit further along.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't quite know why you can't get the YouTube videos.
Do you
Is
have
that-
to like have an account and sign up for it or something? Because that's probably, they're asking me, you know, what my password is and all this other stuff. And when I try to put in the password that I use for, you know, it doesn't work. So
No, well, it won't be. It would be however you access YouTube. It's completely separate to your
yeah,
account. Be.
I mean, usually the way I access YouTube is I just click on it and it's there, but for some reason they want a password. So maybe I can get around that. And yeah, eventually I'll,
That would be. I've made them public so that nobody needs
yeah.
to.
Well, I'll just have to work on it. I'm not great I'm not great with technology, so it's probably more me than anything else. But you know, you did show me a little bit the
Yeah, I
Intarsia
will. I will.
before, so I think I think I
I'm
get it.
ready to join in. So when we've all caught up, I'll do a quick demo and then you'll see.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was when you said you were going to do the 3. Just watching you, I'm sure I'll get it. So
Well, hopefully, yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully our little setup will work. That's
Yeah. No, I'm not real worried.
Okay. Is everybody else all right? Everyone else been able to view the YouTubes okay? Everybody's nodding? Yeah, okay. Well, that's okay then, as long as it's just a one-off anomaly, that's
Yeah, I mean, it's
really
me. It's
then-
probably not YouTube. I'll just try it again and maybe, you know, not put in any password and they'll just let me in. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, once we do the little intro, hopefully it will help. So thank you, Susie. Thank
okay,
you.
well, thank you.
So I've got Suzanne next. So we've got two Susanna, a Suzanne, and a Susie tonight. Hello, Suzanne.
Hello.
Hi.
One thing I have to share, Susan and I are in a knitting group, but I live in North Carolina and she lives in Montana. So this is fun to get to see each other.
Lovely.
I haven't started because I was late ordering my kit. So, and I want to wait and you do it with your yarn.
Yes,
But
yeah.
I did a lot of Intarsia in the 80s. And it was a tangled mess. Because if, like you, I didn't do the simple ones. I figured I'd, do the complex ones.
Yeah.
But I did try with the little bobbins. I tried where you'd cut a long string and then pull it through. And so it'll be fun to try again and see if my patience level's improved.
I think you'll find this much, much simpler than
Yes.
those sweaters from the 80s, to be
So
honest
I
with
think
you.
it'll be fun. Yes.
Yeah. Did you see the one I had on last night on?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that one. I mean, it was just the most ridiculous amount of work, though,
Yes.
in terms of, I think I would say I counted last night, and I think there was like 14 color changes on a
Colours.
row, which
Yeah.
just, yeah, you wonder how you get through them when you look back at it, don't you, really?
really do. I thought this will be fun to try again with a simpler project.
Yeah. It's much, might give you the bug again, and you'll be getting all your 80s books out.
That's right. And the jackdaw was fun and easy because it was just centered. Yes.
Is that what you've got on now?
Yes.
Yes, I thought so.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So you've done a jackdaw. Susie has done a jackdaw as well, haven't you, Susie? I think you did your jackdaw.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I love it.
It looks absolutely fantastic on you, Suzanne. I love it.
Thank you. I love it. It's one of my favorite sweaters.
I'm very jealous because, of course, I made it to fit Charlie, and Charlie is much, much smaller than me. So I don't have a jackdaw, but seeing it on you, I think I need one. I definitely need one. I love it.
I love it too. I love doing the embroidery over the knitting. Yes.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Yeah, I really like that part of it. Well, we've got a tiny little bit of that at the end of this, at the end of the bandana, to do the stars in the night sky. So there's not a lot, but a tiny little bit, which is fun. So yeah.
Good.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, Deb, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good.
I've got a bit done.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Looks beautiful. And how are you finding it?
Oh, it's fun. Actually, I just took an Intarsia class about a month ago. So I reacquainted with it, but this is so much fun, and this yarn is so soft, and I just love it.
Good. I'm so pleased.
Yeah.
It's lovely to hear everybody saying they like the yarn.
The yarn is fabulous. And I love how the color variations, because of the hand dyed.
Yeah.
Jeanette is my friend, and we were comparing them picture-wise last night, and they look so different because of the beautiful hand-dyed yarns. So.
Yeah. You just get subtle variations in each one. And
It's
I think
wonderful.
because it's supposed to represent landscape as well, it's sort of, landscape is not uniform, is it?
Nope.
So it's sort of, you've got that, like the undulation of the sand and things like that, and the shadows from the sun and clouds and things playing on the colours. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And I'm excited that we're going to do a little embroidery and a few other things. So we're getting a little taste of a lot of different techniques that I'm not real familiar with. So thank you.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, I must admit, it's really nice to put those little things in, isn't it, when you're doing something, because it just makes everybody's unique as well, because you can, wherever you put your stars might not be the same as where anybody else puts their stars, or, so it just, personalizes it to some extent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure. So you're getting, won't be long before you're halfway either, will it?
I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm on row 61. So
I
got a little ways.
Like you're in a similar spot to me, I think. So
yeah,
we're
getting there.
We're not far off. Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful though. I love it. And what I really like about it is that the two halves are such different colours. But the different combination of colours. So you've got all this sort of pink and gold and red, and then it goes into those sort of much cooler tones when you get past the halfway point. So it almost feels like you're knitting two different things in a way. Yes.
And because of Charlie in the Sahara Desert, it has such great meaning. So
it does. Yeah. Yeah. And everybody's got something to remember that by, which is fantastic, isn't it?
Yes. And looking forward to meeting you and Charlie in a few weeks.
You're coming to our retreat, aren't you?
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah, she might still be recovering.
She might be. We'll try to be very easy on her, right, Jeanette?
Yeah. I had a little look at her just giving page this morning, and in the UK gift aid, which means if you're a taxpayer, you can tick a button and the government or the tax man tops up people's donations. So including that, so this is separate to the Coppafeel donations. She is now on over £3,000. So plus what we've earned from the Coppafeel donations, we are now over our £5,000 goal, which is just fantastic. So yeah, we've achieved far more than we expected to. So that's amazing. So thank everybody for joining in and buying a kit. It's amazing. Thank you.
That's fabulous. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, likewise.
Naomi. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can. Hi,
Yeah.
how are you?
I just got pinged up saying it wasn't working. I'm good. I'm doing okay. I think I'm sort of
Oh yeah,
similar to
fantastic.
a lot of people. I'm on the gold, or not far off dropping the red.
Yeah, that feels a nice moment when you drop the red, actually. It feels like you've sort of got somewhere at that point. And how
I was
are you
thinking about the color variations as well. I've got some really nice bits in here.
Yeah.
It reminds me of those, like, do you remember the sand layered art you could go and get at various tourist places? You get like a bottle and you fill lots of different colours of sand. That's what it's reminding me of at the moment.
Yeah, I hadn't
really
thought of
lovely.
that. You're right. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm getting on okay. I'm not in so much of a tangle as everyone else, sorry. But I do have a bit of a strange, I think my tension changed at one point. So I've got a bit of a bubble here, like a bump, but I'm sure it'll block out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just a blip. But once it's all wrapped around, you won't notice it anyway, will you?
Oh, you won't, no.
No,
And
it's really lovely.
Have you done Intarsia before?
A long time ago. I do a lot of crochet, so very similar twisting techniques.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
It wasn't daunting project.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't want it to be daunting, I must admit. You know, yes, a little bit of a challenge and to learn something, but if it's actually off-putting, that doesn't really accomplish very much, does it? So
no,
glad it isn't daunting. That's good.
I'll just say hello. I live in Halton, Lancaster. So
really?
You were my up the road neighbour until recently. So
yes, I remember sending. I actually commented when we were sending out that we were sending one to Halton. Yes. Were you there when we were at the farm?
Yes, but didn't realise quite exactly where you were until only a few months before you moved across. So
okay. Typical. Well, you're not far still, really.
No.
So have you been in Halton for a long time then?
Coming up 12 years now. My husband was born and bred here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
He's
a
one of the
southerner.
locals.
Yeah, I'm an import.
Yeah, you never, because I'm sure lots of people live in places with the same sort of thing. If it was one of those places that if you weren't born there, you were never
I've been told you have to be here 40 years, so my husband's still not officially a local. So even though he was born here.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
We'll get there one day.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us, though. And I'm glad you're enjoying it and not finding it too. And it's interesting. I'm quite intrigued about so when you say about it's similar technique to crochet, I guess it's when you're doing more than one colour in crochet.
Yeah, you would twist the yarn in the same place and like lie it to one side.
Okay.
You just pick up and same thing. Then you pick it up on the way back across.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to improve my crochet skills at the moment. I can crochet, but I don't feel I've got the knowledge that I've got with knitting. It feels more that
I was first a knitter and then was taught crochet and dropped knitting for about 5 years. And now I just both always.
Yeah, good. That's great. Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Jeanette, how are you?
Hi, Susan.
Hello. Nice to see you.
I'm progressing. I'm just starting the green, just added the green here.
Oh, fantastic. Everybody is doing so well.
But it's so fun, and you just want to just keep going.
Brilliant.
Yes.
That's and you're happy with the Intarsia, no problems?
Yes, it's the first time I've done it, so it's not a problem at all. Yeah. So it's going quite well.
Good. Yeah, it's amazing how you've all taken to it. It's brilliant. And you're okay with the little the I cords at each end and everything. Everything's
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
and the yarn is wonderful. That was the first thing when I opened the package. I couldn't wait to touch it. But yeah, it's very soft, very nice.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I'm so pleased. And Charlie will be so pleased you're all liking the variation and the dyeing of it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the only one we've got that we've had done as a superwash. So actually when it dies quite differently to our other yarns. So it's quite it's been an adjustment actually to see how different it is when you dye it compared to the non-superwash yarns. It's interesting, they behave in different ways. These seem to take the colour, the superwash takes the colour really intensely compared to
So it's a little more porous, would you say?
I think so. And I think because it's smoother, it also reflects much more. So to the human eye, it also has a more intense colour than some of the non-superwash. So although we do manage to get quite strong colours, or some of our colours are really quite strong on the non-superwash, it takes a little bit more work to get them like that than this one. So yeah, it's been interesting trying the different base, but this is still it's still Blueface Leicester. Well, it's 100% Blueface Leicester, so this is still sort of a local British breed, but it's got more of that feel of a merino, hasn't it? Really, but with a little bit more, I would say, a little bit more squish to it.
Yeah,
It's
I would say
not as flat as a merino, I suppose, but gives you that same smoothness against the skin.
Yeah, very lovely.
Good. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you.
Sure.
And you are coming on our retreat as well?
I
Jeanette?
am, yes, I am. I have my marble all ready for you so you can help me do the flat color work.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's ready to go flat and the body is ready to separate. So
I must admit, marble is not the most intuitive of knits, I suppose, because the pattern changes constantly. So you can't sort of memorize it the way you sometimes can.
Right.
So you do just have to, it is a pattern to keep your eye on, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Lizzie is also coming to our retreat as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think Susie is coming in the spring as well. So we've got quite a few retreaters here tonight. And Nancy over on my screen has been on one of our retreats as well. So fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you, Jeanette.
Yep. Take care, Susan.
You too, and see you soon.
Yes.
Christine, hello.
Hello.
Doesn't seem that long since I last saw you.
I know. Yes, many weeks.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yes, I'm one of the ones that did Intarsia years ago and hasn't touched it since because it used to irritate me beyond belief. So it's been really good to have another go at it rather than it be something that I ignore. And then I was late starting because I'd been away. So I started last night. I got to row 50 and decided that I wanted to go down a needle. So I've actually undone it and started again this afternoon. on a 3mm needle, and I'm much happier. I'm a bit of a neat freak, so I like things to look right, or I'm not happy. But I actually got carried away after I got home, because I've actually got up to the green. So this is what I've done since I came home this afternoon.
No. Wow.
You can tell I live on my own, so I don't have to worry about feeding anybody other than cats. But yeah,
that's still amazing in one afternoon. That's
I know.
phenomenal. You've
Well,
put us all wow.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. And like the other ladies have said, the yarn is lovely. It's I do struggle with some yarns, and that one's so soft, it's a real pleasure.
Oh, good. Yeah, it feels like it's going to be a really good addition to the range for people who want something that bit softer. Yeah, so
yes.
Yeah, but that's so you feel like you've broken your Intarsia curse, then you're enjoying the process again.
Yes, I am. I think it's been good to do it, like the other people have said, because we're sort of supporting Charlie, and it's also nice to be. I haven't done a Zoom knitting thing since COVID, so it's actually nice to be with a lot of people rather than just on my own.
Yeah.
I don't think I will choose a lot of Intarsia in future. I think it would be a little bit further down the list than other choices maybe, but yes, at least I would do it now, whereas I probably would have thought, no, I'm not going to do that.
No, fair enough. And I think where it's good, like with Jackdaw that Suzanne's got on, you can do Intarsia in small bits on things rather than it being an entire garment of Intarsia. You can just have little sections, and a lot of sort of vintage patterns have that combination of other colour work or even plain knitting and then just an area of Intarsia. And once you're not scared of doing it, it means there are all sorts of things like that you could take on instead of sort of shying away from them, really, because of the technique.
No, it's good. But I do like to keep my little different colours quite tidy, though, so I am quite frequently sorting them out.
I think at the end of this, I'll send out a questionnaire, and we can divide people up into whether they like everything tidy or they're more freeform with their with their yarn.
Yes.
Obviously, two different types.
Definitely, yeah. I'm the person who likes sewing in ends and sewing up garments, which a lot of people don't like that part of it, and I enjoy that. So
I must admit, I love sewing in ends, and I really don't mind sewing up garments either. I mean, when I did the first couple of Stitch in Time books, I think I sewed up every single pattern, every single garment in the book, even if I hadn't knitted them. They came to me in flat pieces, and I sewed up everything. So that was sort of about 140 garments in a few years. On top of everything else that I might have knitted, there was 140 sweaters and cardigans that I sewed up. So you've got to like sewing up if you're going to do that many. Well, I'm really glad. I mean, you'll be finished in next to no time. So
I know. It's once I get started, and also I'm procrastinating because the other thing I'm knitting, I'm not enjoying. I'm doing it for somebody who asked me, and I didn't like to say no. So it's very easy to be distracted.
Yes, and move on to something you're actually enjoying. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, thank you.
Naomi just put a little thing in the chat there that she feels like she's missed out on the 80s knits. I think what you need to do is you need to just revisit some of those 80s patterns. There's some amazing ones you can still get hold of.
I was far too young to be knitting in the 80s, but a lot of these books up here are vintage knitting books. So I've collected the patterns, I just haven't done them yet.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, some of them are just fantastic. I suppose it's what comes around, isn't it? They went so out of fashion, but now, people just love them again. So if you've got access to the originals, that's the best. Which one is that you've got there? Oh yeah. I think I had that one. Fantastic. Okay, so Val, how are you?
Hello, hello.
Oh,
I'm not very computerate, so I'm doing my best to keep up with this Zoom. I've not really Zoomed before. So I haven't asked my question in however you ask a question, because I didn't know how to do that.
okay.
But I do have a question, if that's okay.
Of course.
I'm up to the first dark brown and the light sandy bit.
Yes.
And the thing that's troubling me, struggling with a bit, is the bit that was a little bit fudged in the second video on YouTube, where I have done Intarsia before. I've knitted a man's Union Jack sweater, and we never had to do what we're having to do on this scarf, which was you got to a point where you were suddenly 5 stitches away and your wool was 5 stitches away.
Yes.
And you said, I should have done something in the row before. And you didn't unpick it and show us what you should have done. You just fudged it. So that's the question. That's happened quite often on the way up, that I found my wool wasn't in the right place.
Well, there's a couple of ways that you can deal with it. Am I echoing?
You're fine.
I think we can hear your Zoom. Don't know why.
I'll unmute myself again. Hang on. I'll unmute while you tell us what to do.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, I was annoying myself somewhat there, which is not good. Right. Well, let me just get there's a few ways that you can approach it when you have when you have to move the stitches across. So I'm just gonna. My iPad just doesn't want to charge up at all at the moment. It's still only on 9% for some weird reason. I'm just going to use my phone because at the moment. So let me just get the chart up so I can show you. I've had my iPad on charge there for about 2 hours, I think, and it's still only at 9% for some strange reason. Okay, so I'll be a second. Get the pattern. So there's no real wrong way or right way in some respects. What I did on the video was okay way to do it anyway, really. But I've got a couple. I'm going to see if I can show you from the back here first of all. So I will get the other camera up in a sec. Yeah. So I don't know whether you can see here. Don't want to go blurry. Is that okay? Is that still not blurry? So what you can do, if you can either plan ahead, and a bit like when you're doing Fair Isle or standard colour work, you would just catch the yarn you are wanting to put in position on the row before you're going to need it. So if you know it's going to need to be 5 stitches further along, because as you say, we've got a lot of these areas where the yarn is moving quite a lot from one spot to the next. And so on the row before, you would just catch it at the back and then it would be in the right place. Now, if it's only 2 or 3 stitches along, you can actually just bring the yarn across like I did and just then knit it at the other side. But where the risk with that is that if you've had 2 separate balls that you've had on either side of another colour, you can get yourself in a bit of a muddle as to which colour, which of the balls you should be using. So really, that's more just about the management of it so that you don't get yourself in a mess. In terms of the knitting, it's no problem just to sort of pull it across. But what I also sometimes do, I think it's actually that one there. Let's see if I can open it up and shine the light on it a bit more. This you can just see where I've got the gold and the red. I actually forgot there again. I'm very good at forgetting to carry it across on the row before. But when you're coming back, I'm actually on the wrong side here. But if I take a little bit out, when you're coming back on the next row, if you've ended up with a long strand across at the back, you can actually pick the strand up, put it on your needle and knit it with the actual stitch and then drop it off. So you're basically catching it a row later. But I can try and demonstrate. I'll just see. I'm just on row 66 and I need to, so I think it was, I'm gonna, just before, we've still got can we just speak to Nancy first, because I think Nancy is the last person here, and then I will switch cameras and I will show you the various bits and bobs that I was going to show you. Is that okay? Is that all right, Val? Okay, let's say hello to Nancy then and see how she's getting on, and then I'll swap to the other camera and I'll demonstrate.
Hi, Susan.
Hello, how are you, Nancy?
I'm very good.
Oh,
I'm
good.
looking forward to May of next year. We're coming again.
Oh, yes, of course you are. I'd forgotten that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
lovely.
So, but I'm having fun doing this too. Although, like the others, Intarsia is not my favorite.
No.
But, I can abide it.
Okay. Abide is
For-
okay.
Yes, it's coming along fine. And I'm ready to put the third color in. So
yeah,
I've done it before, and like I said, because it doesn't have as much rhythm to it.
Yeah.
As your normal knitting or stranded colored knitting.
That's right. Yeah.
I think that's the main thing. And I have to tell you, I finished my green sweater. Now what's the name of it? I tried it on in the bright green.
Amy's.
Yes. And I came home with that yarn and I thought, oh, he's not going to like that. And he loved it. So we're hoping that Jackie and Anne and I will all have ours for May.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. But I think Sue's, is it the one with the pink sweater on?
There's Deb has got a pink.
Sue's doll.
Oh, Susie. Yeah.
Yeah. What sweater is that? That's one of yours, isn't it?
Just unmute, Susie. Unmute. She's knocked her glasses off. Just unmute.
Okay, yes. The Shetland Annual from last year, that's what that's from. It's kind of cold here today, which is unusual for this time of year. So I just kind of threw it on because my t-shirt was not warm enough. But
Susan,
yeah.
you had a pink sweater on a day or two ago.
It's similar to Garnet, yeah, which is in Echoes.
Echoes?
Yeah.
And what was the name of the sweater?
Garnet.
Okay, garnet.
Like the stone.
Okay. Yes.
And that's in probably I think it's about 3.5 weeks I get the rights back to all the patterns in Echoes, so I can then release them as single patterns.
I think my vest that I'm going to do is in Echoes also.
Ah, okay.
And I got the yarn when I was there at your place, and
yes.
So
yeah.
But this is going great, and it is fun to know that there's all those other gals working on it at the same time as Charlie is walking. It's wonderful.
and she's wearing hers as well. So hopefully when we get to see her at the maybe not Sunday, I have a feeling she won't want to talk today, but maybe on Monday or Tuesday when she's had a good night's sleep,
Sure.
we'll get her online with us all, and we can all show her what we've done, and she can tell
Well,
us all about
bless her soul for putting herself through all this
I know.
and raising all this money.
I know,
That's
it's
great.
Yeah, I think the charity as a whole, from everybody walking, I think it's over £650,000 that
Oh
they've
my goodness. That's
which
great.
spectacular, isn't it? So
It is. It
yeah,
is. And
yeah,
especially when we see how much is being cut back here in the States as far as research and everything. It's
yeah.
somebody's got to keep doing it.
Yes, yeah, I think that this is the thing. It falls more and more on organizations like
Yes.
this, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. So thank you for putting this together and for her walking.
Oh, it's our pleasure, Nancy. Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
and we look forward to seeing you in the spring.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I am going to try. Oh gosh. Oh, did you hear my neck click then? Sorry. Yeah.
Did you speak to Lisa?
Yes, I did speak to Lisa. Yes, everybody's shared now. So I am Gavin hasn't shared, but Gavin isn't knitting his bandana. So we're good now. What we're going to try and do now is I am going to switch to camera 2, like we're on a fancy TV studio, and that will hopefully show a close-up onto my hands, and I'll be able to do some demoing for you of my adding the soft yellow, which I think somebody was saying that they were at that point. And once I've done that, I'll also be able to then show you carrying the yarn across at the back. And that sort of covers most of the queries at the moment. So, okay, let's have a go then.
Well done.
Just purling to where I need to introduce the yellow. So my brown begins 1 stitch back. So I'm just going to cross coming off the screen, sorry, bring my bronzy up, bring my brown up, and then we've crossed them over. Oh, was a lady just asked to join? Then we've crossed them over, and then we just purl this 5, I think it is, 3, 4, 5. And now, Susie, I'm going to be adding another colour. I'll just move them out of the way so it doesn't start trying to focus on faces. So I'm going to get my next colour, and I just leave a decent tail long enough to put a darning needle through it and then be able to darn it in afterwards. And then you don't have to do anything fancy. You literally just purl. I've got the stray hair there. Just purl that next stitch. And then before I knit the second stitch with the yellow, I usually cross the yarn that we've stopped using over the one we're about to use, and then purl again. And that just catches in and prevents, because that's what we're all about, is not getting holes between the changes. So we're going to work 3 of those, and then we're going to work 4 of the brown. Now, this is a funny one because, again, it depends how you want to approach this. For 1 row and 1 row only, you in theory need 2 balls of yellow. I'm not going to use 2 balls of yellow because on the next row I immediately don't need a second ball anymore. So I am going to treat this little section as though it's Intarsia, sorry, as though it's standard colour work. And I'm going to work 4 of these, and then I'm going to just come across with my yellow. Just cross that one over, and then 2. I'm actually now this is embarrassing. I'm a stitch short in my yellow at the end for some reason. I don't know why that would be, but we'll just ignore that for now so I can carry on. Right, okay, I'm going to turn over, and then we are now doing yellow on this side. And what is going to happen now is that our brown doesn't need to come into play until all the way over here. So we're going to have to move it from here to over here. So we can do a little bit of
just go nice and slow.
yarn manipulation. So I'm just going to do a yarn over and work our yellows. So my brown tail is actually here at the moment. So once I've worked those 4, what we can do is basically catch the brown in at the back. So I'm just going to untangle my little nest of yarns. I'm going to put this back in view again. And so before I work the next yellow, what I'm going to do, and I'll do this slowly, I'm going to put my needle through the next stitch, and then I'm going to lay the brown over the needle tips. If you see, I'm just going to pop it over there. You can hopefully see that. Then I'm going to wrap the yellow round as though I'm about to knit the stitch. But then before I draw the right needle through, now the yellow is wrapped around the stitch, I'm going to let the brown drop back off and then just knit with the yellow. And what that does, if we turn it round, it is just catching the brown at the back. So when we knit the next yellow, it's caught at the back. So there we go. And then I will just carry on. And we need to go another 1, 2, and 3. So I'll do the same again. I'm going to lay the brown over. I'm going to wrap the yellow round. I'm going to drop the brown off, and I'm going to draw the yellow through. And for this style of for this positioning of the brown yarn, this is the best way to work this one. 2, and that's where I've gone wrong. Okay, a little bit of miscounting there. So then lay my brown down. I have to say with Intarsia is quite...
Go slow because it's stuttery across the internet.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Looking at.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now is pretend that I've got to start working the brown a couple of stitches along on the next row. So all you would do is you would check your chart and you would say, oh, right, okay, it needs to be here for the next row. And you would just do what we've just done then. You would just lift the brown up, knit with the other colour, and then just leave that floating there ready for the next row. So when you come back, the brown is just waiting in the right place for you. If you forget, what you can do, let's just think how we do it. If we put that brown there now, what you can do, let me just turn around, as I mentioned before, if I pretend I'm now coming back in the other direction with the brown yarn, and you think, oh, that float is a bit long, I should have done something about it. As you're coming back, so I know this is going to look slightly incorrect, but as you're coming back, you can actually actually easier on the knit side, but you can pop it up with the stitch that you're going to be knitting, and then just, I hope you can see this. Whoop, there we go. You can just purl the two together and then drop it down, and you've actually, if you look, I'll show you now, you've actually caught that. Oh, sorry. You've actually caught that float at the back. See if I can bring it up to the camera. This is all new for me, doing this like this, but yeah, we've caught the float itself at the back of the work as we've knitted. I hope you can see that. I will do another video to try and show these a bit better, but I wanted to try and show you live tonight. So if I just undo that, you might be able to see a little more there. There's the actual float here, and we've caught it in with the stitch that we've just knitted, so that, or purled, so when we work the next one, that completely catches it in then, and it's secured at the back. Does that make sense, Val? Good. Does that make sense to everybody? Or could you tell what on earth I was doing? Okay, so I'm just going to undo this again. Okay, I've turned around and gone back the other way. Now, what I can do as well, if I just get to the end of the other side, I can quickly show you the double decrease that you do for the decreases, for those of you who are getting to that point, and then you know what to do. Just need to tidy up because I've also dropped a stitch there. Okay, right, where am I? Let me just get my chart back up and I will. I'm just working to the end now. The next time I need the brown, it's only going to be one stitch further along than it is now, so I don't need to worry about moving it about at all. So I will just work to the end here, and then I'll do one more row, and then I will just quickly turn and show you how to work the decrease. And then I think it was possibly Suzanne and a couple of other ladies, Christine, I think, who were ready to start decreasing, really, I think. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, I've now got my yellow introduced. And as I say, you really can't tell that I've sort of took the yarn across just those 3 stitches to save me having to introduce a second, sorry, those 3 stitches to introduce a second ball. So sometimes do what's convenient as long as it doesn't spoil how it looks. It's a very, I think Intarsia is really quite a forgiving technique in that respect. You don't always have to be absolutely spot on. Let's just come back and then I will show you the decreases. I can't currently really see the chat, but were there any other things that anybody wanted me to demonstrate while we're using our sophisticated camera trickery?
Hello, it's Val again. There's one other tiny question. There's a couple of rows, 60 and 62, I think, where you have 3 stitches only of the dark pink when you're purling back. And then you need to purl to pull them into the I-cord, but you haven't got the colour, which is the darker gold. You haven't got that colour then to pull. So it was just a question about that. It's only a couple of rows, and I made it up as I went along. But...
Right, let me oops, no, I'm out again. I will just demonstrate that as I come back using a different colour. Yeah, I did wonder if anybody had picked that up. It's quite a it's an unusual little moment, that. So yeah, if anybody isn't there yet, on rows 61 and 62 at the straight end of the bandana, there are 2 rows where you work the 3 slipped stitches in red, and then you change colour immediately after, which is slightly tricky to do. But I will just trying to figure out whether I can do it here. I haven't actually got 2 colours. Basically, Val, what you need to do is you would slip your 3 stitches, and then you lay your yarn down as though you're going to change the colour, and bring up from underneath the colour that you're changing to. And when you work with that one, it still captures the slipped yarn in. What I might do, I might have to demo that for you separately. Not in a good place to actually show you that, because I haven't got another colour at either end. I could try joining something in to show you at the other end in a second. But I'll start by doing a decrease at this end, because it's worked on the purl sides specifically. So I mean, I suppose it would work on this end, but it isn't already. Yeah, I don't think I can do it without a lot of fiddling. So, but yeah, okay, I'm going to show you the knit 3 together first of all. So on this side, pretend we are now on the second half of the bandana, and we are about to start decreasing. Now, so that the 2 sides of the bandana still match, we still want to work our yarn overs next to the I-cord. Otherwise, you'll have yarn overs on one half of the I-cord, and then on one half of the bandana, and then not on the other. So if we just slip our 3 stitches as normal, so 1, 2, 3, thank you, Gavin, and then we do a yarn over as normal. Then we're going to do what is called an SSSK. So that is slip, 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 knit together. So knitwise, you go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put our needle, our left needle into, it's okay, into the, I'm just splitting the stitch, I'm trying to avoid splitting the stitch, into the 3 stitches, and then the yarn that's come forward as the yarn over now just goes over the back as it would anyway, and then you just knit all 3 stitches together, and that's it. That is your knit 3 together, or not knit 3 together, SSSK together, all the way up the right side of the decreasing half of the bandana.
Susan, did you slip those stitches as if to knit or as if to purl?
As if to knit.
Okay.
Because it's the same as an SSK, so, but we're doing an extra one. So you slip each one knitwise. But what I tend to do, rather than try and, I'm just going to put them back on the needle and do it again. Rather than, what I always do is I put the left hand needle into the front of the 3 of them after I've slipped them, because I find it easier to put that needle in at the front than the alternative. So yeah, where have you gone with the camera? Okay, just it's fine. So yeah, so you go knitwise with the 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I might have twisted that one, so I'll just put that one back where it should be. So 1, no, I hadn't. 1, 2. I'll split that one now. There we go. 3. And then I try and get my own hands out of the way. I go in at the front with the left needle.
Right.
And then the yarn over yarn comes round and knits the 3 together.
Thank you.
Is that okay? Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Right. I'm just going to try undoing them again, because I'm not actually ready to do that. So if I was working 3 slip stitches and then changing the colour, if we imagine that we've got, I should get another ball of wool out of my bag. Let's get a strong contrast. If we had another colour waiting to use, we've slipped our 3 stitches, but on those 2 rows that we talked about, 62 and 61 and 63, I think, or something like that, normally you would now go straight into the next one, and that would secure your pulled yarn at the back of your I-cord. What you're going to do just on those couple of rows is that you are going to bring that across over the yarn that you're going to use instead, and then you're just then going to use that yarn. And what you can do to doubly secure it, if you wish, you can then overlap it again, cross it again, give it a good tug, and then knit with it again. So I don't know whether you could see that, Val, but that's basically what you would do on the purl side of those 2 rows. Did that help? Is she thumbing up? Right, okay, great, lovely. That's good. That's one of the few sort of tricky bits, that one. And it's purely because we've got the I-cord edging to deal with. If we didn't have the I-cord edging, then obviously that wouldn't arise. And at the end of the day, if you really didn't want to do it, you could just work 4 red stitches instead of 3, and it wouldn't make the hugest amount of difference to the pattern. There we go. That's better.
Do you find it easier doing Intarsia on a table where the balls stay flat on the table?
I think it can be, yes. I think if you've only got a couple, it's fine. But I think if you've got a few, it's great to have a table, because as you can see, well, as you could see then, you can sort of lay your yarns out in front of you. And one of the things you can do, I actually forgot to show you then, now I've just took the camera away. I might be able to show you anyway. I might just flick back. There is a method where you can, up to a certain point, you can keep the yarns in order, but it only really works if you are on a table, or you've got the yarn sat on something. So let me just tidy them up, then I'll flick the camera back and I'll show you. And it's just really about which way you turn your needle each time you finish a row. So I'm just going to slip these back onto all one needle. So assuming I've just finished my wrong side row and all my yarns are as they would be if I had finished that row. So that would be, here we go, again, hey, getting the hang of this now. Can't pin myself again now though. Okay, so you've got your yarns in front of you like so. The way it works, if you've got a table, if every time you finish a row, you either turn your needle clockwise or anti-clockwise on the first one. So if we go anti-clockwise, first of all, we'll get one twist. But then on the next row, if you then go clockwise, it untwists. So that's a way to do it if the tangling gets problematic. Where I find that difficult is that I can't remember whether I've gone clockwise or anti-clockwise. So I end up getting in a tangle anyway because I go the wrong way. But if you're somebody who can be quite methodical about these things, if you always remember whether you've gone that direction on the right side, you would then need to go that direction on the wrong side. So every 2 rows you untangle, if that makes sense. It's not foolproof, but it helps, but it does only work if the yarns are sort of sat. If you've got them sort of down the side of the sofa or whatever, it obviously it doesn't really work. But
thank you,
it's
that helps. Yes,
good little tip if you want to be methodical. So is there any other queries or any problems anybody's having, or are you all, is that everything you really needed to know for now? Was that all right for you, Val? Did you follow that okay? Great. So I'll try and do some other videos. So tomorrow I'll put up 2 videos because there's the one that should be for tonight, which I ambitiously thought I might record with my phone at the same time as demonstrating them on Zoom, which was definitely beyond my capabilities. So I will re-record what I've done tonight, and also about the yarn management, the crossing the yarns, and then also the decreases. So if you need to look it back, if Lisa, you need to say have another little look at it, there will be a video going up tomorrow, and obviously they'll stay up then, so they're there as a permanent sort of guide, and that's what I'm trying to build up, those sort of YouTube tutorial sides of things now, and I do hope that hopefully, as I say, next week when Charlie's back, we'll do a proper YouTube chat again, like I managed to do 3 months ago now, and then haven't done another one, which is dreadful, but I will. I really, really will. I've actually quite enjoyed the lives on Instagram, which has amazed me because I thought I'd hate them. But what I think I quite like is not having to plan in advance what I'm going to say. I think I'm actually better when I just sit in front of the camera and start talking. I think I'm quite happy with that. But less happy when I've sort of got to do it more sort of scripted and formal, really. So yeah, so I'll see. I might try and keep doing some of them. But yeah, so is there anything else anybody wants to know? Or are we all okay? So your goal really over to tomorrow is probably to get to that halfway. If you're not at that halfway point and you're actually wanting to get to that halfway point, you probably want to get there by tomorrow. If you haven't started, don't feel, or you're only just getting going, don't feel under any pressure to get to that point. So don't worry, Suzanne. You don't need to get there at all. It doesn't matter. But for those who are trying to sort of, I know there are quite a lot of people who are trying to sort of keep to the pace. That's probably where you want to be. The second half field, it obviously doesn't, but it feels like it goes quicker because you're decreasing instead of increasing. It's just that thing that, yeah, as you get less stitches, it feels like you're moving along quicker. So I certainly found when I was knitting it that I knitted the second half quicker than the first half. So I think most of us should be able to get to that point by the same time as Charlie comes home. So
I think we might be real close to getting 2 of these bandanas out of the yarn that you sent.
Yeah, I think you probably could, certainly if you're prepared as well to move the colours around.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would comfortably get 2 out of it. Yes. Yeah. I'm actually, some of mine are the second halves of ones that I used to make the first one. Because I don't get the good stuff like you all get. You see, I get the leftovers and the rejects. Charlie won't let me have the good stuff. So so yeah, mine are, I am using bits and bobs from the sort of the trial runs and things. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty confident that you would get 2, Nancy. Yeah. So you could make one for yourself and for a pal, or to give to somebody as a present.
Right. Well, thanks to you and Gavin for doing this.
It's our pleasure. He's been shouting at me quietly in the background right the way through. Don't do that. Don't do that. You shouldn't be doing this. But we got there. We got there anyway.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm going to let you all get on with your knitting then. And I will see you all, well, see some of you again tomorrow on Instagram, those of you who watch on Instagram, and I'll put some videos up as well. And then, as I say, we haven't got the final Zoom get together planned, but once Charlie's back and she knows how, whether it's 24 hours or 48 hours before she thinks she'll feel up to communicating with everybody, then we'll schedule in a final sort of get together Zoom to all share our bandanas and for Charlie to tell us all about the trip. And she's taking lots of photos and video while she's there. I think on this, can't remember which day, I think it's the Saturday, she is going to try and send a recorded little video because she will have finished. So once I receive that, we put that up online as well. And as soon as I know she's safely over the finish line and on her way back, I'll of course tell you all, so we all know that she's finished and we can all relax. Okay then, so thank you all so much, and your contribution and your involvement is just so appreciated. It really is. And enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.